So here's an introduction to how to retrieve a file or two from the new library. Here is a library that's been populated with test data, and I'm going to assume that I'm looking for a document, a report showing comparative analysis of ISIS against WAMS data for student numbers at module level in the Department of Creative Industries in ACE for the academic year 12-13, with the objective of refreshing the WAMS system. Okay, so here we have the filters up at the top here. I could, of course, thinking it's a report, assume that it's in Excel, but what I do know is that it's academic year 12-13. I know that it's for the Creative Industries Department, CI. And now this has just reduced the document options to 2. Now I happen to know that it's document 45 here, but if we go look along, it's analysis rather than planning. It's modules and student numbers. It's the origin of the data is from ISIS and WAMS rather than from the planning partners. It's a report, and the target is the WAMS rather than planning partners or faculty, and this is a document that appears to be in progress. If I clear these filters, we could also just see what would have happened if I had approached it in a different way. I knew that it was, the data was from, was about student numbers, and it was also at modules. So if I look at the module one, maybe that's the first one, that quickly brings me down to 2, and it's this top one. Maybe I had chosen student numbers instead of modules, and the list is large again. There is in fact 125 documents in here in all. So I would still be having to look to try and reduce it a bit further, possibly. We know that the target audience is WAMS. There it is. And we still have a fair list of about 10 or so there. What might I have chosen? I might have said that it was a report. And we're down to 2 again, and there's number 45 that we're looking for. Tells us all the information that we're looking for. Okay, so that's where I knew what the report was that I was looking for, and it was a very specific report, and it was number 45. But possibly I don't always know what reports I'm looking for. I'm looking for certain things. So I've done this little game. So I pick an academic year, one of these two. I'll just pick this bottom one, and that says I'm going to do 12-13, and then I've got a choice of 3 data things, so I'll pick the middle one. I promise I'm not cheating. Okay, so I'm going to look for 12-13 tariff, and I'm going to look for one of these faculties. What was the 12-13 tariff in FPL? Okay, so again I'm going to select my year. Oops. 12-13. The data, I don't know if I'm looking for analysis or planning. I've not got that piece of information. But the data is going to be tariff, and the organizational unit is going to be FPL. I appear to have no data for FPL. What was the other faculty? FET. Okay, if I look for an organizational unit FET instead, do I get anything? Oh, yes, I get a choice of about 6 documents with tariff as the answer. If I went back to organizational units for FBL instead of FET, but I had a different data source, will I strike lucky? Looking for retention and withdrawn data instead. No, nothing lucky there. Do we have anything for FBL? Student numbers. Surely, student numbers. We don't appear to have anything for FET. What do we have for FET? Clear the filter. Is it just the wrong year? We also had a choice of 11, 12. We don't seem to have anything. This at least demonstrates that I wasn't cheating. This is the only thing that we have for FBL, this document 164, which is resource subjects for planning in progress. Well, I did say that this was just a test library. But as I say, if I clear the filter and we scroll down to the bottom, and I scroll down to the bottom again, yes, there were 125 documents, and hopefully that's demonstrated how you can get to reducing those documents when you're looking for something you're looking for. Thank you.